Wonderful. Let's go with the first slide on the assignment. You know, I like to check in on your assignment this month. How are you all doing with your assignment? Do you all remember what the assignment was? Anybody remember what our month of miracle assignment was? Anybody?
Define what's beautiful and in all in wonder.
Yes. You got little booklets at the beginning of the month, and I encouraged you to jot down every moment of every day what you experienced as holy now, what you experienced as a miracle. So, what are some of the things that you jotted down this week? Or if you didn't get a chance to jot down, what kind of things did you jot down in your mind? Today. Today is indeed a miracle.
I woke up.
You woke up. Yes, you did, Clancy, and I am so grateful. What other miracles did you notice this week? Eva's getting her book out. Look at Eva. I love it. Right on. Would you like to share something in your book?
Well, I was so grateful to hear the owl hooting in the early evening. It's so haunting, so beautiful.
Oh, yeah. What else? What else? Anybody else? Miracles this week? Yes?
Then we take a trip by air. I still don't understand how we do that.
Right? Yep, the bumblebee and the airplane. We just don't understand, but it happens, right? Love it. Well, you keep on. You keep on with your assignment. It's not the end of the month yet, and we've got a big conclusion happening next Sunday. Today, we indeed are building our tomorrow today, the present moment miracle. And you know how I always like to start out with some funny slides. So let's go to the first one. Love the way the earth rotates. It really makes my day. I'll give a few of you a moment to catch that one. Some of you already did. And let's go to the next slide. So Mother Earth called and she said to clean your room, right? And I am so grateful to Glenn for cleaning our room a little bit this week. Thanks for mowing the yard. Really appreciate it, Glenn. Way to clean our room, Glenn. And then now before you go to the next one, hold on, go back. So before you go to the next one, just know that I understand there is many ways to pronounce this planet. Now you can go. So you can pronounce it any way you want, but the whole point is to keep the earth clean, right? To keep the earth clean. Let's go to the next slide. So this is our beautiful earth. Isn't it beautiful? And so our month of miracles today, we are celebrating one of the biggest miracles of all, and that is the miracle of earth. The miracle that we are sitting here at this moment, breathing oxygen on this planet that rotates, that gives us a day in its rotation. The fact that it exists at all is a miracle, because the miracle of earth lies in its extraordinary ability to support life. I think I need to adjust this a little bit. I'm getting a little... To support life through a combination of unique environmental conditions and a series of cosmic events that have helped shape its development. We could probably all say that about ourselves, couldn't we? In a moment, yeah. The earth is known as the Goldilocks zone because its conditions had to be just right for the earth to even create itself and be inhabitable and still be inhabitable. It's considered the Goldilocks zone. Gotta be just right. This intricate balance makes Earth a truly special place in the universe. So, show of hands. How many of you, when you would go into your classroom at school and you'd get really excited when the teacher rolled in the cart that had the TV on it? So that might have just been my generation, I'm not sure, but we knew we were going to get to see a video or we were going to get to watch something where you're like, woohoo, because it meant like less assignments, less homework. Any of you, was that your experience? Oh, good. I'm like, I can't be the only one, right? Okay. You did have TV? But you knew there was something special that happened every now and then. Today is a special day for us. Because I have a video that we're going to show for you. And this video is the miracle of Earth. Because I could explain all of the things and show you and talk about all the things it's going to show. It's not long, folks. It's like 5 minutes. But this video that I found does an excellent job of it. So we're going to watch it together on the miracle of Earth. And it comes with a really beautiful message. So join with me.
Look around you. This planet, our Earth, is not just a rock spinning through the emptiness of space. It is a miracle, a rare, delicate masterpiece. Here, sunlight dances on leaves, raindrops trace gentle lines down rivers, and every breath we take is filled with the gift of life. It is here, on this beautiful blue sphere, that we find a balance so fine-tuned that it has allowed us to exist, to thrive, and to dream. Imagine the warmth of the sun touching your skin, a perfect balance of light and warmth, neither too close nor too far, allowing our seas to glisten with life. Our oceans, deep and mysterious, are home to an endless array of creatures, each one an intricate piece of this great symphony of life. From the smallest plankton to the magnificent whales, every being plays its part in a dance that has continued for millions of years. The air we breathe, shared by creatures of all kinds, is a testament to the perfect partnership between plants and animals, one breathing in what the other breathes out. A cycle that connects every living thing on this earth. Our forests, vast and vibrant, are not just trees. They are the lungs of our world, purifying, breathing and sheltering life that is beyond counting. Every morning the sun rises, painting the sky in brilliant hues, offering us yet another day on this fragile, beautiful world. The mountains stand tall, the rivers flow freely, and the birds fill the air with songs that remind us that we are part of something far greater. This place is our home, a home that asks for our love and respect. And what about us? We are the fortunate ones, cradled by the earth's embrace, nurtured by its rivers and fields, and inspired by its endless beauty. We are storytellers, explorers, and caretakers of this extraordinary place. The earth doesn't just support us, it invites us to listen, to learn, to be humble. As we tread this delicate path between what has been gifted to us and what we choose to create, let us not forget, the earth's perfection is not an accident. It is a balance, a harmony that relies on every one of us. Our oceans, our trees, our animals, and each human heart. They are all part of this grand, interconnected miracle. From the primal waters, something stirred. A single cell, as unassuming as a grain of sand, became the foundation of all existence. This single-celled wonder carried within it the blueprint for the diversity we see today. It is proof that even the smallest things can spark monumental change. This microscopic creation multiplied, evolved, and adapted. And it is through this humble beginning that we see the raw beauty of life's resilience. The first spark of life ignited a journey that would branch into millions, life forms that crawled, swam, and eventually walked upon this earth. The miracle of life is that we do not create it alone. Life thrives in relationships, and it is this partnership between humans and nature, between species and between each other, that makes it resilient. As we move forward, we must remember that our role is not as masters, but we are a part in a greater ecosystem. We are co-creators, designing not just our futures, but the futures of countless other beings with whom we share this planet. The miracles of evolution have given us the tools. Now it is up to us to choose how we use them.
Wasn't that beautiful? It is up to us to choose how we use them. That's the thing about following a principle of oneness and unity and connectivity. We are all connected. We are all one. So that means that we're responsible for ourselves. We're responsible for each other. And we're responsible for all of the beings on this planet and the universe and everything beyond it. We have a responsibility to be the divine expression that we're called to be. We have the responsibility and hopefully feel the empowerment to hold it in great sacred honor and respect. And knowing full well that we believe in this principle of oneness, that this principle of oneness and unity then directs and drives every single choice and every single decision that we make. And to be honoring of this beautiful earth and the fact that this month is the month of the National Poetry Month. You know, I mentioned earlier that I would be sharing poems, and last week I got to share one from a beautiful book that Glenn had gifted me, and today I get to share a really powerful poem that our beloved Reverend Eva wrote in a beautiful book of poetry called Strands of Luminescence. So I'm going to share the following poem, Love Has Chosen Us. The Dalai Lama said, "This has nothing to do with religion. It is biology. We need love. Love has chosen us to be the hands, eyes, and heart of unity and compassion for all our brothers and sisters seeking the sacred space of home on our mother, the earth. Love has chosen us to release our judgments of anyone who wears a different earth suit, whether on 2 or 4 legs, to offer an outstretched hand, an open heart. Love has chosen me to hear the hope of springtime and cacophonous bird songs which echo the longing for peace, love, and joy within my own heart. Love has chosen us." What a beautiful poem to really sum up the message for today. Khalil Gibran says, "And forget not that the earth delights to feel your bare feet, and the wind longs to play with your hair." So it's here, and we're here to take great joy and delight in this wonderful, beautiful life that we're experiencing and living, breathing this oxygen-rich air in and expressing that carbon dioxide air that feeds the trees and all of the growing plants. What a miracle. I remember when my mom, who's sitting right over there, when Mom and Dad would plant their garden every single year, and every single year she would say, "This is just a miracle. You plant these little seeds in the soil of the beds that there's nothing else showing. And then by the end of summer, there's like several bags worth of compost that gets pulled out of there that starts with one little seed, sunshine, air, and water." That's a miracle, folks. And so much nourishment comes from that experience. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So, what's happening this Wednesday? Does anybody know? Earth Day, April the 22nd. So we're celebrating that today and learning a little bit more about Earth Day if you don't know a lot about Earth Day. And if you do, we're here to celebrate it, bring it to front moment awareness, and find out what it is that we can do and participate in this exceptional time in our life. So can you go to the next slide, please? And that was the Khalil Gibran quote. So let's go to the next slide. So Earth Day, we've got April the 22nd, and that is Wednesday. And I want to share a little bit of information about Earth Day. It's an annual event, and it's celebrated on April the 22nd to demonstrate support for environmental protection and raise awareness about ecological issues. Its history and significance, the origin of Earth Day, was first celebrated on April 22nd, 1970. Folks, that was before I was born. So just to let you know, Earth Day has been every year of my life, and it's been a big part of my life. But just recall that for some of you it started later in your life, for some of us it started before we were born. So it's a very important day. It was initiated by U.S. Senator Gaylord Nelson as a response to the growing environmental movement and public concern over pollution. The event aimed to educate the public about environmental issues and promote conservation efforts. It became a global participation. Yes, Earth Day started out in the United States, but it did not take long for it to grow in its popularity because the rest of the world saw how important, vastly important it is. So since its inception, Earth Day has grown into a global event with over 1 billion people participating in activities across more than 193 countries. It serves as a platform for various environmental campaigns and initiatives. The impact. It comes with a good deal of impact. The first Earth Day mobilized 20 million Americans, leading to significant legislative changes, including the establishment of the Environmental Protection Agency and the passage of landmark laws such as the Clean Air Act and the Endangered Species Act. This was all started because of Earth Day. So today, Earth Day is marked by a wide range of events, including community cleanups. Does that sound familiar? Did you guys read the newsletter? We're doing a community cleanup next Saturday. I'll talk more about that in a minute. So it has marked many things, a range of events, including community cleanups, tree planting, educational programs, and advocacy for sustainable practices. It emphasizes the importance of protecting the planet for future generations, and it encourages individuals and organizations to take action towards environmental sustainability. Is there anyone in here who doesn't believe that's important? Is there anyone in here who believes that's important? Yeah. So in summary, Earth Day is a vital reminder of the collective responsibility to care for our planet and the ongoing efforts needed to address environmental challenges. Now, I'm not going to go into a talk about how it blows my mind that we are still dealing with environmental challenges. I'm not going to go into that. I'm just going to know that I know the truth. And I believe in our principle of oneness. And I'm going to lean into that. This thing called you, Ernest Holmes says, I am guided by the same intelligence and inspired by the same imagination which scatters the moonbeams across the waves and holds the forces of nature in its grasp. We are guided by that same energy, folks. So I want to introduce you to someone who is one of my sheroes all of my life, Dr. Jane Goodall. How many of you know or have heard of Dr. Jane Goodall? Let's go to the next slide. So Dr. Jane Goodall, I had the joy of being with her in person at the Parliament of World Religions in 2015. She is one of the most inspiring people I have ever met, that I have ever heard. Yet you don't have to take my word for it. You get to experience just a little bit of Jane's inspiration today. I have some very short clips prepared for you to hear from Jane. So I have a short video clip right now that I want to play to give you a glimpse of the enormity of this beloved soul and the expansive impact that she has had and continues to have on our world. The hope, it's called The Hope, this Earth Day. Thank you. And these
Ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a special treat tonight. Dr. Jane Goodall.
I'm a huge fan, and I'm sure you hear that all the time.
It's better than hearing I hate you, isn't it?
People think of her as being associated with chimpanzees only, but actually she's much more than that.
All these young people looking at her like she was a deity.
There's so much love showered onto me. There was a certain point when I thought, well, this is going to help me do what I do.
To change the lives of so many people. Over the years, the picture has become bigger and bigger.
She goes for the kind of change the world is hungry for.
What's Jane Goodall doing working with an oil company? Well, that's what you do if you want to make change. You work with bad guys.
My job is to go around and inspire people and get them to take action. People always ask me if I really have hope. But my reasons for hope are the young people.
We say slow down, she says no, time's running out, time to speed up.
I have to run.
I think the cost is very high, but she's driven by her mission.
If you want somebody to change their mind, it's no good arguing, you've got to reach the heart.
Most scientists don't talk about hope. Jane gives that human side.
She started something and we do not want her to stop.
When I'm gone, there are hundreds and hundreds of young people around the world, and already they're taking over. Feeling that I have a message to give, that I was put on this planet to do it. I have to do it.
I have to do it, she says. Do you all feel inspired? Dr. Jane, yes, she is so amazing. So how do you feel after watching that clip? Do you feel inspired? How else do you feel?
Validated.
Validated. Grateful. Did any of you feel the urge to get up out of your seat and go pull weeds or go fill the recycle can or run out and be an activist somewhere, change some legislation? Yeah, some of you, maybe one of you. Yeah. She was an amazing force in one of her organizations that's still going strong, Roots and Shoots. It's all about teaching the children, because that's the thing, right? That's what she said. You can't tell them, you can't force it on anybody to understand this connection that we have with all that lives and breathes and grows. It's creating the love within the heart and the connection. So I can't talk about it too much because I'll start crying, because unfortunately, we lost Dr. Jane on October 1st of last year. So she spoke at her last Earth Day. She gave her last Earth Day message. And I want you to hear a little bit about that, and that's our next video. So I've got more information for Dr. Jane to pass on to you.
We're part of an extraordinary species, and we will only achieve our true human potential when head and heart work in harmony. Kofi Annan, Secretary General of the United Nations, honoring the fact that you have, over the course of your remarkable career as a climatologist and environmentalist, demonstrated your dedication to what is best in mankind. Conscious that your example has shown what can be achieved when people of goodwill join together on behalf of a better world, hopeful that through your contributions to sustainable development, the message of peace, harmony, and dignity will resound throughout the nations. I take great pride and pleasure in proclaiming Jane Goodall a United Nations Messenger of Peace. I think it's more important than ever in the world we live in today that we have a vision of what it would be like to live in a peaceful world, the kind of world we all want. And then to see what we as individuals can do to try and bring that about. Each and every one of us makes some impact on the planet every single day that we live. And we're in a position, a fortunate position, of being able to choose what sort of impact we make.
What a great message, huh?
Yeah.
Every single one of us gets to choose. On Earth Day 2025, that was Dr. Jane's last Earth Day message, she urged everyone to treat every day as Earth Day, emphasizing the urgent need for collective action to protect our planet. Every day is Earth Day. Key points from Dr. Jane Goodall's Earth Day message. Her point is that we should not limit our environmental efforts to just one day a year. She called for a mindset where every day is treated as Earth Day, encouraging individuals to take action. Environmental crisis. In her message, Goodall highlighted the severe environmental challenges that we face, including habitat destruction, pollution, and climate change. She warned that we are currently experiencing the 6th mass extinction of plant and animal life, which exasperated by human activities. But then here's the beautiful thing about Dr. Jane. Now, she's the real thing. She lived for many, many years out in the forest, and her study on that she did with the animals, she lived there. I mean, gosh, it was like 30 years she lived in like a little hut, in little tents most of the time. I mean, if there's anyone that I'm going to take inspiration from and direction from on how to best safeguard our planet, it's going to be her, right? So what she brings for us in a gift and a blessing every single day is hope. She brings hope. Despite the grim outlook, Goodall expresses hope, particularly in the youth who are rising to the challenge of environmental stewardship. She believes that with collective action and awareness, we can slow down climate change and biodiversity loss. And so here's the last short 25-second clip from her last Peace Day message in 2025.
Think beyond conflict. Think to the world we all would love to live in. Because if we look at the whole picture, we're bound to feel hopeless and helpless. But once we realize that even small actions cumulatively can make a big difference, we can start taking action to make the world a better place.
Thank you. We can all take action to make the world a better place. So if you could go to the next slide. The best way to predict the future is to invent it,
There you go.
right? So that's how Dr. Jane brings inspiration and hope to me, is by golly, it's not up to anyone else. It's up to me. It's up to you. Every little thing that we think, little thing that we do and say and believe. So we can feel as if this is a really challenging time. Now, I can also say that, folks, we are way better off than those people in the 1200s, right? We are way better off than the people that lived in the 600s. So really, it doesn't help for us to compare. What the time that we live in right now, guess what? It's the time that we're living in right now. And it's the only time and it's the only moment that we can make an impact. And we're here because that's what we've been called to do, is show up and lean into what Dr. Jane said. It's all about loving. In conflict, you can't meet conflict with conflict. It doesn't work out. Have you tried it? Does it work? It really doesn't. But we can certainly meet it with love. We can meet it with what we know to be the truth, and the truth of our principle of oneness and unity. And so our call to action, Goodall, encourages individuals to make meaningful changes in their daily lives. Now, I'm not asking you to do anything major. I'm just asking you to do what we're doing here in the month of miracles, is to just be more aware. Be more aware of your breath. Be more aware of that bird song. Pay attention. Be aware. If you see some plastic laying around, pick it up. It's not supposed to be there. If there's possible, don't buy plastic. Don't use plastic. And for once and all, please get rid of the chemicals. The least amount of chemicals that we use in this planet, in our world, in our daily life, our being will be benefited from it, and our earth being will be benefited from it. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself. I've been doing that today, huh? I'm just so excited. Can you tell? I love this topic. And so, meaningful changes in our daily lives, such as reducing waste, conserving resources, and supporting conservation efforts. Thank you. She stressed that personal responsibility plays a crucial role in the health of our planet. Can we go to the next slide, please? Let us make our future now, and let us make our dreams tomorrow's reality. This is how we build our tomorrow today. Everything that is about us in this moment builds our next moment. That's how we predict the future. That's how we make tomorrow's reality, by what we choose today. And it really does come down to each one of our choices, each and every one of them. And I'll go over that in just a second. But I want to ask you, what can you do to minimize your contribution to climate change? What can you do? Just shout it out, whatever that might be.
I recycle everything.
Recycle everything.
Walk more.
Walk more, absolutely.
Take public transportation.
Take public transportation, reduce that carbon footprint, right? What else?
When you walk through a space, pick up the trash and put it where it needs to be. Make the place a little better than you found it.
Yeah, beautify our
I
planet.
feel like it's a, you know, I made my career as a carpenter where I saw untold waste and destruction going on around me, and so I realized that was kind of bigger than what I could do. I can't stop that, and I was somebody that helped pave over places that I loved in nature. So I was spent a good part of my life being torn about that. The budget was, I tried to do the best I could, and what I have come to the conclusion of is that the greatest thing we can do for the environment is take care of the spot we're sitting in, which is a vibrational frequency. Oops.
Hello. Frequency. It's all about love. And as I can, if I worry about stuff, then I detract from my ability to extend love. And as I sit and What I believe in is to cultivate adoration, not just admiration, but adoration. To adore each other, to adore the environment. And what that does is it creates a frequency that extends beyond the visible, and I think it's effective. I really believe it's effective.
Thank you, Glenn. That is very much like what I was getting ready to suggest.
Oh, I'm
So
just
thank
leading
you.
up to that.
Love it, love it. Because here's the other question is, what is one simple change you can make today for a positive impact? And Glenn really summarized it quite well. We can pray. You know, there's a kind of a joke about a person that comes to see their minister and says, oh my gosh, you've just got to help me. I've done this, and I've done this, and I've done this, and I've done this. I guess the last resort is we're going to have to pray. So what if prayer was the first resort? So the one very impactful thing that we can do in this moment, you don't have to lift a finger, in the chair you're sitting in, is we can pray, we can know, we can lean in and build that energy of love that you may feel for yourself, for your children, for other people's children, for the tree in your yard, for the flowers that you see, that you love and you praise and you think are so beautiful, and those cute little bumblebees. Love for whatever it is that you love. Build it up in your soul, in your beingness. And love the planet. Let's love the planet. Because we can love the planet. And it makes an impact. Other ways that we can support the environment and conserve resources is this. We do it quite well here. We use coffee cups instead of throwaway cups for our hot beverages, tea and coffee. We recycle here. We use non-toxic cleaners. Now, so the idea, we don't use those little plastic water bottles anymore. Notice those are gone. We run the dishwasher every week. Every week we have glasses. We have big water things. We can drink our water and use glasses and not continue to fill up the land pile with those many little plastic bottles. Reducing waste. It's a great idea. So those things absolutely make a difference. The most impactful thing that we can do, as Jane Goodall mentioned and Glenn mentioned, is we can love and we can pray and we can know the truth. The Almanac has 10 ways to celebrate Earth Day that I'm going to run down real quickly. Support our pollinators. Again, no more chemicals, folks. That was a whole idea for corporations to sell poison. Let's get rid of the chemicals. We love those beautiful flowers. There is no such thing as a flower that doesn't belong. Have you ever had dandelion greens? They're one of the most healing greens you can eat in your body. Let's just let the chemicals go and support our pollinators. Clean up plastic in your neighborhood. Go to the park today. You could go to the park today and just enjoy and spread love on all of the things that just you find miraculous. Plant a tree. Use wildflowers and native plants. Reduce, reuse, recycle in the garden. Stop using chemicals. I've already mentioned that. I'm probably going to mention it again. Conserve water. Think about your diet. Think about your diet. Because we're a part of the planet too. And if we're putting anything toxic in ourselves, we're putting something toxic in the planet. And get kids involved. And then I put in parentheses, or anyone, because again, this is from the Almanac. Get anyone involved, because we're all kids at heart, right? There's never a time that I'm not learning something new and I can't get excited about something new. So Jane Goodall's Earth Day message serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of environmental conservation and the impact of individual actions on the planet's health. Her advocacy continues to inspire many to engage in sustainable practices and to protect the Earth for future generations. So let's go to the next slide. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Do something today that the Earth will thank you for. So we have an assignment. We continue with our assignment slide. of writing down and noticing all of the miracles that catch our attention, because we'll be talking about this next week. But recall, on our second Sunday, what you pay attention to grows, and what you pay attention to, more of that shows up in our life. So the idea at the beginning of the month is, you're going to start paying attention to all of those holy now moments and miracles, and you'll be writing them down, a few. But then the idea was, by the third week, that book probably would be full, right? Because you're attracting so many more miracles to yourself because you're paying attention to it. So if by chance you kind of forgot about the assignment or kind of let it go, let's pick it back up today. Today is a new day. And so the idea is to take time to observe and reflect and appreciate the nature around you. Notice each breath you breathe, the water you drink, and the food you eat. Unplug from technology and plug into nature daily. Can we do that? Can we maybe make a commitment for just a few minutes? Unplug from technology and plug into nature. Yeah, nature is the first wireless technology, right? And to plug into nature daily. Create space for moments of connection. Create space for moments of connection. So let's go to the next slide. This is the other assignment for today. We're planting seeds together. We're doing some Earth Day planting. So I'm just going to hand a group to Glenn and hand a group to Kathy, and just take one and then pass it, because you're all going to get a seed packet here, because I believe that when we get assignments, it's important to have the tools that we need to follow through and to be able to take action to it. We're taking action. So we're getting our seeds. And then what we have is on Saturday, make sure everybody gets one. And then on Saturday, this is something that some of us kind of dreamed up. This is Unity in Action. I know it's not a slide, yeah, there we go. Thank you. He's just been amazing today. Our Unity in Action, our cleanup and cookout is next Saturday. So the idea is to come at 10 a.m. for 2 hours. Many hands make quick work. So come 2 hours, dress appropriately, bring gardening gloves if you want. If you're like, well, I really can't bend over, I really can't do gardening, be here anyway. We'll set you up with a nice comfy chair, and you can help us out by praying or praising people or saying, oh, I see some stuff over here. You can help guide. But it's the idea of connection and showing up for the community to do this cleanup and celebrate Earth Day. So we're also having a cookout. So what to expect is we're gathering for service to help make the grounds beautiful. Come prepared, roll up your sleeves to do a little bit of work or energetic work. And then once the chores are done, we're going to get the grill started and we're going to grill out. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to play music. I have a little special thing planned. So it's a surprise, but it's going to be a great time for all of us to get together and have fun cleaning our space up. Yay! I'm excited. Thank you so much. And so if we could go to the next slide. Dr. Jane's final message here. Hopefully it's in there. Maybe it's not. It's okay. I will read it. So Dr. Jane says, what you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. What you do makes a difference, and you've got to decide what kind of difference you want to make. Amen. And so it is. Thank you.